Hello, my name is John Armour, and I am the advisor for NEIU's undergraduate minor in teaching English to speakers of other languages. And the purpose behind this video is just to give you a brief introduction to our minor program and to provide you with some points of contact in case you need additional information or that you've got some questions. So the undergraduate minor program in TESOL, or Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, oftentimes in the past called Teaching English as a Second Language, is a program that's been around for a long time at Northeastern Illinois University, and it is focused on undergraduate students. Those undergraduate students are sometimes those that are preparing for a degree or a major in education, but many of the students that we get are not. And so the minor in TESOL helps prepare you to teach English as a second language in several possible venues, places like refugee centers or churches or other bodies that provide English as a second language instruction. And the completion of the minor demonstrates that you've studied a well-rounded body of knowledge. Some have used this to secure both domestic as well as overseas TESOL teaching positions. Now, the other major group of people that are taking our courses are education majors. And once again, the minor shows that you've studied this body of knowledge. It shows up on your transcript as that body of knowledge. And the minor takes care of most of the requirements for the ESL endorsement. There's one more course, and I'll talk about that shortly. And it adds this endorsement to your teaching license, providing you with kind of a broader background. And it also may provide you with other employment opportunities. Things where if you have the summer off and you want to teach during the summer, you might teach ESL in various places. Other people use it as a way to go overseas and teach for a period of time. So the minor, in this case, provides you with this documented completion of a body of knowledge that can be used both in the public school arena as well as in the private environment. Now, the minor is made up of 6 courses, and these 6 courses are right here. The first one, the English Language for Teachers, is a basic course in English linguistics. And at some point, you would probably follow that with the course in English grammar, description, and instruction. Now, one of the interesting things about teaching grammar to English to speakers of other languages is you know how the grammar works. But to be able to take what you know pretty much automatically and then be able to explain it requires a lot of effort. And so the English grammar course helps you focus on formal English grammar as well as to be preparing you to explain that to others. There's a course, TESOL 330, Language, Society, and Education, that looks at how different forms of English are used, how different styles are used, different levels that you may deal with in different social situations. The Principles of Language Teaching, TESOL 341, is basically the theories of language teaching, and that's typically followed by TESOL 340, which is practices and procedures, or the techniques of teaching English as a second language. And all of this really wraps up towards the end with a course on assessing language learners and assessing how well your instruction is meeting their needs. So this one is one where you can either take the TESOL 343 class, or if you're in the College of Ed, you could take BLB 342, both of which are assessment of English language learners. Now, there's a little bit of confusion sometimes for students trying to figure out, do I want to take the minor? Do I want to do the ESL endorsement? The ESL endorsement specifically is for education majors. And what it does is it gives you the coursework required to get an endorsement added to your teaching license. Now, I always suggest the 6 minor courses are a great way to do that. One, because they satisfy nearly all of the endorsement requirements. And second, don't forget, it also gives you that view on your transcript that you have completed a real full body of knowledge. The one thing that has to be done in addition to the 6 courses is the 1 credit hour clinicals course, TESOL 399. This is required for the endorsement. The State Board of Education requires it, but it is not required for the minor. So whether you're working on the ESL endorsement or the minor, you still focus in on the same basic 6 courses. The endorsement students or education majors would require 1 additional course. Now, there are lots of ways to get through the 6 courses that we have here. Here is basically my recommended plan of study, but as it shows down in the bottom, recognize this is only a sample. And given different people's schedules and the course conflicts that they may run into from a scheduling point of view, there are many paths through this process. But I would typically recommend that people take the TESOL linguistics course, TESOL 301 and TESOL 341, the theories or the principles of language teaching, as a good starting point. Follow that in another semester with English grammar, description and instruction, TESOL 310, and TESOL 340, the techniques of teaching English as a second language. Towards the end of your process, and again, this is optional for 330, that can be taken anytime, but the language variation or language society and education needs to be taken, and TESOL 343 is taken somewhere towards the end of your coursework, because you'll want to have gone through how to teach grammar and what are the techniques and theories of teaching before you get down to assessing your students' learning, which in turn is also assessing your teaching. So remember that there are many ways to go through this. This is not the only sequence, and also recognize this doesn't show that there are summer courses available to give you additional opportunities to take the courses. I'll close for now with just leaving you with some contact points. Feel free to contact me, John Armour, or the TESOL office. My office is in Lake-Wellessa Hall in room 3069. The TESOL office is just a couple doors down from that in Lake-Wellessa Hall 3062. My email is there, j-armour. Remember, that's a J, not an I, kind of hard to read. And you can also write directly to the TESOL office at tesol@neiu.edu. The 2 phone numbers are there. And once again, I urge you to give us a call or give us an email if we can be helpful in terms of providing you with the information you need to select the undergraduate minor in TESOL. I would, as I close, just like to thank you for your interest in our program. And once again, feel free to contact us if we can provide you with more information. Thank you very much.